Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Your Big Music Moment. Thanks for joining us. Coming at you every day. A little bit late today, 5:11. So sorry. Thanks for bearing with us. Coming at you every day at 5 o'clock, usually Pacific time. Shout out to Musicians on Call, our presenting sponsor. Today, we've got, despite some technical difficulties, we're going to talk with Choppa, an amazing artist from the East Coast, out of the DC metro area. Hey, how are you?
Hi. Hey. I'm
I know
great.
we,
How are
we had
you?
we had some technical issues, so we're going to redo this show with some performances later. But maybe we'll check out a
Definitely.
YouTube before we finish. But welcome to the show, and welcome to our home. And we want this to be a home for artists. And one of those things is getting to know artists, kind of artists like yourself who are emerging, excited, making new music, and coming onto the scene. And one of the things we're always interested in is your origin story. Why are you
Oh,
here? Why are you here? How are you here? What makes you passionate about music, and what do you want your audience to feel when you're making it?
okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be on the show today. And what makes me me? Like why I make music, my origin story? Is what you're asking?
Yes, exactly. And how did you start? Why did you get interested in music in the first place in the making of it?
Okay, so how I got into music is I've always kind of like been into listening to music and stuff and loving like digging and discovering new artists and stuff. Like ever since I was younger, I kind of like just took after my siblings because they were very into music. But I used to write poetry and poems and all of that growing up. And after a while, I started writing music, and that's how I like got into music and recording and stuff.
And so
So
and so does
it
your
started with
process
poetry.
right, okay, that's what I was gonna ask. So your process starts with lyrics and you kind of build from there and then fit them around a track you might be
Right,
listening to.
exactly. So when
Okay.
I even started making music and recording, like I honestly didn't even know I could sing. I actually like started off being a rapper and just rapping and stuff, and then I realized like, my lyrics, they were like poetic and they had like a little flow to it. So like I just didn't even know I really wanted to be a singer or anything like that. It just kind of happened.
Oh, I see. So as you did your poetry, then you decided, okay, it this is something that looks like it's
Right. Like I could write music. You know what I'm saying? I could
right.
do more with it. Yeah, that's basically what happened. And so at the time when I recorded my first song, I was actually living in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I recorded my first song sophomore year of college. I mean, of school, of high school.
Right.
And it did really good. Like my very first song, it did really good. I had two friends on there with me. And like a lot of people were like talking about our songs. I'm like, oh my God, I could do this for real. So that's when I decided to actually move to Maryland, like my senior year, the very next year, because I wanted to pursue music for real. And I knew like, in Oklahoma, it would be very limited. So the
Right.
opportunity came.
Yeah. And talk about, the process. How do you hook up with producers? Where do you get beats? How does that work? Because I know that you can decide you
Yes.
have poetry and that it's going to fit
Mm-hmm.
over music, but how is that process? And do you have a team that you work with?
Right. So thankfully, like like how my generation is and on forth, like we're very into the internet. So you could like know people on the internet and never even meet them in real life. So I had like friends already that were producing and that were like friends with them, but only on the internet. And they were actually kind of like pushing me, like, you should, record on my beat. I want to hear you sound on my beat and stuff like that. So
Wow.
kind of just like, we were just having fun. Like, I was literally just connected with the dopest producers, like for real, like just by being friends with them. And they would like send me beats. So that's how I created my first project that I ever did, was
Right.
all from emails that got sent to me, and I just picked beats off of that. Like I met all those
Wow.
people online. Yeah.
And so those are people that approach you to do that even as you were just
Mhm.
friendly with them. That's the one
Right.
thing is that music is born of community,
Mhm.
like, LA in the
Right.
late 60s, there was one house at the Eagles and I think Linda Ronstadt and all these people lived at, but now we don't need that anymore because it's just whatever community you're in.
Exactly.
That's really
Mhm.
powerful. That's we
So I
usually
work
think
with
of
a lot of friends, honestly.
right on.
Mhm.
Yeah, we usually think of that collaboration happening, as is on an artistic level after after you've done like after you've done some music and then but coming together as artists first is really cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I realize I'm actually really lucky that like people send me beats and stuff like that. I'm really thankful for that because yeah, I'm thankful.
Have you hit on a consistent theme of music that you like people to think about when they're listening to what you're saying? Is there something? I mean, each song I'm sure has one, but what do you want people to
Right.
feel like in an overall?
So my overall like inspiration for like why I create is really just to inspire other people to follow their dreams and believe in themselves as well because that is what I'm doing is taking a risk on myself for something that I love and I'm passionate about. And so I actually like talk about it like in my music about facing your fears and doing what you love and stuff
Right,
like that. So it's kind of like very like inspirational, motivational,
right.
very like
That's
positive,
great. Excellent,
uplifting.
uplifting, empowerment. That's
Mhm.
amazing. There's a lot of forces that strive to keep one down in
Exactly.
this world, or
So we need that. We need
yeah,
that. And I
yeah,
need that for myself. I
yeah.
keep talking to myself.
And a lot of times those forces come from inside as well as outside. So
Mhm. Yes.
and so
Yes.
so you, and when you're writing, is it usually have you have you finished? And I know initially the poetry, and then you said, "Hey, look, this is going to fit over
Mhm.
music." But now that
Mhm.
you've kind of gone to this area where your writing process is now for music, I'm assuming. Do
Yes.
you do you now then ever switch it up and go back to music first, or maybe just have one lyric, then hear, oh, that would go great with this. Now I'll finish it with the music. Or are you
Mhm.
still kind of writing it out on the
Honestly,
notebook first?
honestly, like when I first started, it was definitely more like lyrics first, and trying to find a beat that would go, stuff like that. But now I like write to the beat. I freestyle. Sometimes I barely even write. A lot of my shit is like stuff that I just come up with on the spot now.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Eh,
so it's cool. Like I've challenged myself even further through doing this.
yeah, freestyling. That's the thing that seems to me that separates the people
Mhm.
who have it from the people who don't, because
Like the
that
song Your Majesty I sent to you is a
yeah,
complete freestyle.
right on. Which one was that?
Mhm.
What was that? The
It's the
first?
third one, and it's like most recent out of all the ones that I sent.
Most.
Actually,
All right. We're going to
I think you heard the snippet. Yeah, that's a
let's
freestyle.
let's go to that. Um,
Cool.
we're and that's on SoundCloud. Aha.
Mhm.
All right. Well, let's get that. We've never attempted to stream from SoundCloud at Big Music before, so this will be
The first.
interesting. Um, so why don't, while we're getting this in order, if you wouldn't mind, let us give us an inside scoop on it was freestyle, but were there any? What were the lyrics?
Um, it was. You just have to listen and see. But I'll tell you this: the
Okay, I
recording
mean,
story
the
about.
inspiration for the
Oh,
lyrics.
the
I would
inspiration.
say, yeah.
Okay, it's basically about not going like how sometimes there are people from your past that you learn a certain lesson, through experiencing them, and it's over. They're not meant to continue with you in the future. So basically talking about how like not really, staying where you're comfortable with the old, and don't backtrack, but
All
focus
right.
on the new. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's really about that.
All right.
Yeah, it was,
Awesome.
and it's really cool because I started recording at like maybe like 3 a.m. And the song I say, "Watch the night turn to day," because the sun was actually like rising. I got done at like 6 a.m. So it's like I just used inspiration from around me.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, good. All right. We're gonna go for a play of this. So bear with us, everyone, as we figure it out.
So I got everything. This ain't no dream. I'm so free. I'm in a dream. Your fantasy. Address me as your majesty. I just want some honesty. Someone to keep it real with me. Your secrets, I'm the key to my heart. You got the key. And I got him running back. That's why he never called you back. And that's a fact. Real niggas on backtrack. You copycat, you little copycat. Mad that I'm everything you not. Envy me, 'cause what I got. Chocolate chopper, fuck you for. Looking at the stars, ayy. Watch the night turn to day. I got next, don't be late. He sent a text, no delay. That's why he never called you back. And that's a fact, no cap. Real niggas on backtrack. That's why he never called you back. And that's a fact, no cap. Real niggas on backtrack. Modern lover. Kill Juliet.
Nice. That's a beautiful song. It's very
Thank
it's
you.
slow and it plods along, and that is the theme. Then is for them to is about not allowing others to keep you down, and
Yeah.
and did that come from any life event that made you freestyle that right at that time?
Um, yeah, a few events. Just a few people, not really recognizing my worth. So I just channeled that. Like,
All
I
right,
know who I am, so it doesn't matter what you think. Okay.
nice. So now I think the next one we have is Shadows. So
Yes, this is
and that
everybody's favorite song. This song is, I'm not gonna lie, this song is old, but everybody loves this song. Everybody always
okay.
tells me this is their favorite song by me.
Well, there we go. Without further ado.
Keeps a shadow. Once more, no success to fall. My offering machine.
Not afraid of shadows or the darkness that follows it. Within the night, it's only rays on thread. I feel content, 'cause I'm like, what if this everlasting? Evident now, somehow, and you never made it because you let the what ifs control you. See our deepest fears, our illusions, can't allow it to control you, keep it moving. the shadows or the darkness that follows it. I grant your wish to take ocean, because there's no competition, just the opposite. Would you rather be silver or gold? Would you rather play with I wish you're only a rogue, can't run from the shadows, not afraid.
Great. That was a beautiful song. Was that
Thank
one of the first
you.
ones you've done?
Yeah, that was one of the first
Nice.
few songs I've done, but
And so,
it's a classic.
so this one, what am we watching now for this third one?
Okay, so this is my most recent visual, Rose Blunt. I shot this video, I guess, sometime last year. I actually have a new tape coming out this month. Let me plug that in. I have some new music dropping very, very soon.
Oh,
But this
great.
song, Rose Blunt, is
All
shot by
right.
Harleen 2 times.
Excellent. All right. Well, here we go.
Don't give up on your dream. You can have everything. Do you want all of me? All of me. All of me. Stay for the free. You're meant to put in the work for what it is worth. Go hard, go crazy then. Level up on a daily then. I see why these bitches hate me, cause I stay winning. They mad scary. Talking about I live in a dreamland, ain't no pretending. Obviously, I'm on a different galaxy. Actually, bitch, I am on Viceland. Get up off me. What you manifesting? Always second guessing. Giving me that death stare over there, stalking me, facing all my fears. Nigga, what you gon' do? Ain't nobody scared of you. Middle finger up, I never gave a fuck with them fucking tears. They soul, even biggest threat. Choppa very lethal. Action in the night. Call me baby ghost. You can't find me. Happy in the unknown garden. Vibing, find me. Happy in the unknown garden. Vibing. Nobody really knows where I've been. So okay. Everything. Do you want all of me? All the same for the free. All the free. You can have everything.
Beautiful. So, when did that one come out?
This came out, I guess around this time last year on my very last project, and
Okay.
Space EP. That was my
Yeah.
last project.
And so, are you doing a lot of writing now in the shutdown?
Oh my God, during quarantine, I made a whole project. So
Great. Well, we look
even
forward.
shot some videos. So I have new stuff coming too.
Oh, great. Well, we look forward to hearing more from you, more of that, and doing some live performing. So that'll be coming very soon. So we'll get everything sorted out, and that should be really fun. So thanks so much
Yeah.
for joining
Yeah.
us. We really appreciate it,
Yeah,
and
I appreciate it too.
we will see you soon, and and good luck and everything in the meantime. Maybe you'll have a new
Thank
song for
you.
us.
I will, maybe.
Nice, nice. All right. Thanks again. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, everybody. Chocolate Choppa out of the East Coast. What a blessing to have her. Really beautiful songs. Kind of a style of a really deliberate, a little bit of a slower kind of groove that is really compelling. And I think that I was really amazed by her freestyle skills in the second song we heard. So great to have her with us. As always, thankful to have musicians here while we're all at home or wherever we are, but fully not doing everything we want to be doing. So it's great to have music in our lives. We're thankful for it. Thanks to Big Music on Call for providing the healing power of music to those in need. And as always, Big Music supports Black Lives Matter. You can check our social for the things we are doing to move in a positive direction. And everybody live to listen. Look forward to seeing you here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Thanks.